Hey, how you doing? Happy Wednesday. I hope everyone is doing okay. Well, I hope you're having a great week so far. And thank you so much for joining me again. We're back to this project and the thing that I want to do today, something that I've been wanting to do for a while now. Let me make this a little bit bigger. I think this is done. Yeah, that's done. This we're not going to do anymore. Giving up on that so far. There's something coming in the future, but we'll talk about that when it's ready to go. For now, this is all done to this thing right here. Base64 encoded source for audio. Basically, I want to not have to worry about files anymore. It's kind of getting out of control. It's kind of worrying. Even though I put a scheduled task to run to basically prune all the records that are older than a day. I still don't want to have to do that. Instead, what I would like to do is just get the audio directly from the response. In this case, it's going to be the Google text-to-speech service. Just get the audio, the raw audio from the response, and put that directly into the audio tag, the HTML tag. And supposedly, if you use a base64 encoded string and put that into the source attribute of the tag, it works. So I want to try and do that. In that way, I don't have to save the file in order to play it later. I do have, I believe, some notes that might be able to help me with this matter. Oop, that's not the one. Where are you? No. I had it here. Hold on. Where is it? This one? No. It's weird. I thought I had a conversation about this topic. Give me 1 second to see if I can find it. Okay. I think this is it. Had a weird title. All right. So the way that this works, supposedly, we're gonna try it, is we have this code to basically grab or query the Google Synthesize service. And at some point, we just get the audio content and save it to a file. But instead, what we can do is turn that audio content into a base64 encoded string, and then just put that into the audio tag in this format: data audio / mpeg semicolon base64 comma, and then the entire string. Now that in itself brings a couple of complications, because I don't want to have to generate or query the Google service for every single event card on the list. What I would like to do instead is query it only when I want to play it. So if I hit the play button, which I might have to create one, I would have to then query the service, get the message back, get the base64 query, base64 string out of that response, and dynamically put that into an audio tag. I remember that we had some JavaScript code from the previous project where I was using JavaScript to create the audio object, the audio tag. So we might go and grab that and use it in combination with this. Also, I think there is a way for us to access. Were you using a blob? I'm not, actually. I was not using a blob. Or as of now, I was just taking the output of the response from Google and put that into a file, and then assign in the table where I'm storing all the events, I'm just putting the file name there so I can reference it later. Alex the Fluffy, how you doing? How you doing, Alex? Hope you're having a great Wednesday today. Thank you so much for joining me. So yeah, but then I run into a problem where I might have lingering files, and I have had that issue for a while now. So I want to get completely rid of file storage. Yeah, but I don't want to do that. That's the problem. That's the thing. I don't want to have to use storage for this when it's actually not that expensive to just query the service when I need it. I've been keeping an eye on the usage so far, and it's just non-existent. I mean, I've been testing it every time I am on stream and sometimes off stream. I test it over and over again, sending sometimes close to 50 requests for text. Haven't even broke one penny. So I think it's viable to just, as soon as I click the button, just make the request, give me the response, turn that into a base64 encoded string, and just put it in the audio tag, and that's it. Don't store the file. I'm sorry, what? I'm not sure you've said it, but I'm not following. What is it that you're not following, by the way? Where did I lose you? Taking a short break from learning? Oh, what are you learning, by the way? You're storing audio files, but not storing it. Oh, no, I am storing it right now. And I'm storing the file. Actually, let me show you. So right now, everything goes into storage. See? For every message, For every Twitch message or Twitch event that happens, or every test message that I generate without Twitch, there will be an audio file that represents that message using text to speech. What I want to do is not have this at all. Because right now, if I go to Twitch listener, Twitch event listener here, this line right here, basically, I created this facade for myself, but basically this just goes and tells Google, hey, here is the message that came with the event, save it into a file. And what I want to do is not do this at all. And instead, when I'm in the list of messages, if I click a button that says play, that's when I go and tell Google to take that message, turn it into a text-to-speech file, but I won't store it. I won't store that file. I'll just take that response from Google and then turn it into a string. Oh, ads? Shoot. I didn't even see that. That's a new thing. Oh, dude. Thank you so much. Not me, don't worry. Thank you so much for the sub. You're actually my first subscriber. Oh, I will thank you if I want to. You can't stop me. Bill, you didn't have to do it. You did it anyway. Back from ads? Okay, just 1 second. Boom. I didn't pay extra for it, but I lied. But I like you. I like you. I like you too, man. Thank you so much. That means a lot. Even if it's free for you or whatever. You didn't have to do it, and I appreciate it. So, thank you. So yeah, that's the basic idea. Don't save the file, just save the message as a string on the table. And then when we are on the list of events, if I click a button, then go and do the text-to-speech thing and directly use the response and play the file. And that's it. No more files. Actually, play the audio from the response. No more files. Another cool thing about learning HTML and CSS is I can use them in Obsidian for my notes. Yeah, you do. And now that Obsidian is free, just call me Shane. Hi, Shane. Yo, dude. How you doing, man? Nice to see you again. You can use both. I think I use Markdown, but that's a preference. Not bad, not bad. Good, good, good. Good to hear. By the way, I didn't check your full list. HTML, CSS, JavaScript. Made a basic personal website using HTML and CSS on GitHub, but I kind of hate it and I want to make it better. So the main site is still up now, but But in the background, I'm working on a revamp once I learn more about these 3 languages. That's awesome, dude. That's awesome. Keep learning new shit. Yeah, I like Markdown for notes to make them simple, to make the simple notes. But if you want to use it in Obsidian, you totally can. No problem. Not around for too long, but wanted to hang out for a minute. That's fine. It's always nice to see you, even if it's just for a minute. So yeah, we're gonna have to move a lot of things around for this one. I don't really like simple notes. I take rough notes and then make a clear, concise, nice. Yeah, you do more than I do. Usually for me, a simple one-liner for notes. Like, look at my notes. It's just a bunch of to-do items. I don't have a lot of patience to make notes. I don't know why. That was a real struggle when I was in university, by the way. My notebooks were always empty. Yeah, that's what I do. I just take like a code snippet, just paste it in there, maybe a few links so I can go back to the thing that I read and remember what it was. But yeah, taking notes is not a skill that I possess. I like doing it this way because along with my tagging system makes my Obsidian my personal Wikipedia. That's cool. AI for the win? Yeah. AI for the win. We're gonna have to make changes to this so that instead of using it here, I can not pass file name and just get the string back. Since I'm the one who wrote it, I reference it, it is easy, and I know my stat. That's cool. Yeah. You definitely have skills. Okay, so I'm gonna start things up first. Over here. Come on. Move. There you go. 3, 4, 5. Thank you for that. City herd. No, don't do that. I didn't say Siri. Just stop. Stop. My iPad. Just kind of wanna begging for attention. City herd, TTS panel, and let's do PHP artisan solo to start things up. Let's start reverb and the queue. Now I can go back here and head over to Google Chrome. Studying philosophy? Sounds interesting. Have you played with Solo yet? Do you like it? I do, yeah. It's a very convenient way for me to not have too many terminal windows for everything that I need to run. V, Solo, V, the queue, reverb, and everything else. Yeah, I like it. Disappointed that it doesn't work on Windows. I tried it the other day on Windows and it needs a library that is not available, I think, on Windows. Only on Linux. Nothing works on me. It has its uses. Windows sucks. Well, it's just a tool. Sometimes it's useful for some things, like gaming, for example. That's what I use it for mainly. I used to use it for development, but I kind of went back to my Mac. Oh, I was going to TTS panel.test events. Here we go. Let me make one. Is the thing? Maybe go to past events. So yeah, this would be a good example. So yeah, this is what I was talking about. It was such a pain. What was such a pain? I used to be Windows Dev from 2011 2017, Laravel background, Homestead, etc. Yeah, I got to a point where it was like normal because I was doing it every day, like development on Windows. I wish I had heard at the time, but at the time I was just using WSL. But yeah, it was finicky. I think at some time I had to redo my entire environment because I broke something on PHP side, and yeah, wasn't pretty. Oh yeah, good old Mac. Hard to go back to anything else. One sec. Whoop. That sounds very interesting. Something physical, something social, and something intellectual. I can do two of those. Two out of the three. And the social one is the one that I'm skipping. Been getting some good progress on Android, by the way. Yeah, I saw that. And you're turning 19, dude. So young. Laracon, which one is that? Laracon EU? No, that's the one that we just had, right? What's the next one? Laracon US? Are we getting a beta? US in Colorado, Denver, in July. Are we getting a beta? Can you say something right now or no? Beta what? Like what are you doing? Like, can we start using it at some point? I guess the question is, as of now, you're making it will be available on the EAP in a few weeks. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. Let me give you 1 second before it times you out. 1 second. Don't do it. I'm gonna give you privilege. How do I do that? How do I give you... Oh, for the love of God, Twitch. 1 sec. I can do it on this side. it's kind of hard with one hand. There you go. Now you can do it. Post that URL, dude. And let me open that. Native PHP for iOS and Android. $250 annual license. This is cool. Not gonna join yet, but soon. Yeah, the reason I'm going to wait, even though it's alluring, first of all, I kind of have to plan for that, is even though it's an annual license, that first investment does take a hit. It will be open source eventually? Oh, then I'm waiting. All right. But okay, never mind. We will in a few years. Oh, okay. We have some plans. The thing is, I'm not usually an app guy. So even though it's very cool and I will be toying with that in the future, I don't see myself using it a lot, but it's definitely like a great addition to the ecosystem for sure. Yeah. What do they go to? React is the first thing that comes to mind. Native React, or what was the other one? Flutter. I think that's the iOS one, but one that works for both for iOS and Android. Kind of hard to find. Yeah, PHP and Laravel is not the first choice. Yeah, that sounds super cool. Just one command. That's awesome. ViewNet API guy, but PHP wasn't good back when I was using it. Yeah, you can always go back. You can start toying around with it. Now it's super easy. And there is the bot. Okay. Let me ban you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Too late. I'm getting at least one of those every stream. It's super funny. As long as you're first, I think so. I don't know if you can hide it, but yeah. You don't want it? That's not my sorry, out of my control. I think you can hide those on Twitch. I think you can find a setting on Twitch that will hide that for you, but I don't think I can do it for you though. Nope, no options. That's just a badge. I'm hoping after learning HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, I can slowly grow into a full stack dev, because I'm eventually planning on adding a forum to my website, but I don't think GitHub would be flexible enough for that. Well, now you have Laravel in cloud, so that's an option. You should look into that. Now you have Laravel 12, never been this easy to use, and also you can deploy it with Laravel Cloud, and it's just 5 minutes and you have your website up and running. Don't know. Yeah, me neither. I usually don't pay attention to those. That's what worries me about the back end of cloud. I don't know. Actually, I do know that AWS can get crazy expensive. Yeah, of course. Actually, what you can do, if you have time, I don't know if you are on my Discord server, but go to my Discord and there is a showcase section there, so you can post links and stuff. So yeah, maybe you can put it there. And it's not gonna be just on the chat, it's going to be on the Discord server forever. Yeah, on my current job, we switched from AWS to Oracle, and it was like at least 10K in savings, at least. And I might be wrong about that, might be more, but yeah, it was crazy expensive. $3,000, wow, that's a lot. Yeah, ours was at my job, it's like maybe 25 sites. It was the database that was the biggest thing. I will allow it. But yeah, database costs on AWS were astronomical compared to what we are paying right now. And what we have right now is like, I'm not gonna, I don't even know how much faster, but it's objectively faster. Like you can feel how much faster it is right now. You had 1 million microservices. Yeah, that's gonna eat your bill. Cloud formation for everything. Jesus. Yeah. Yeah, they have money, but still. It's a lot. It's a lot. I don't know why it's so expensive. I see. Thank you. Got it. Yeah, it's on Discord. It's on the showcase page. All right. We gotta start doing something. I have to figure out what. I have to figure out where am I going to start. Let me think. I think we could start with this event card. Replace this HTML tag with a button that queries Google. With the message that is already in the database. Yeah, I think that's going to be a good starting point. There's something that I wanted to check though. Hold on. Hey Yoha, how you doing? Good morning. It's going good. How are you? Yes, I'm. Maybe I can go and grab. First of all, you push all of this into GitHub. Before we start anything new. We're done with chatted colors, so DS panel, here we go. Oh, don't do that. No. Discard changes. Haven't merged this yet? Huh. I think I did. Didn't I? Now I have to go check. Now I have to go check. Okay, Shane. Thank you for being here. See you around. Bye. Good luck with everything. Yeah, it's actually hosted in live. You're not on Discord. What? So I wanted to check the the last pull request. Yeah, I definitely merged that. Max width. Shattered colors. Yeah, there it is. Okie dokes. Let me move to main. fetch origin and create a new branch for base 64 encoded audio. What is the URL? You won't go really far, but it's there. I don't have registrations enabled, by the way, so you won't be able to get in. But it's live. What I use it right now is just like for me to have an overlay for the stream. But you can check the code. It's on GitHub, so. Thanks, Alex. Welcome back. We still have like 40 seconds left of ads, so we're gonna just wait a little longer and then keep going. All right. Okay, that's gone. Let's see if we can actually start working on something. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on this card, which is a component. I'm going to take this HTML from out from here. This is an HTML tag. That's just how Google Chrome displays it. So it's native. And I will replace it with a component that I created on the previous project, which was a button that will play an audio file when clicked. I'm going to combine that with Livewire so that when I click that button, it will not only create an audio object in JavaScript, it will also execute a function on Livewire, get the results, and put the results into the source attribute of that audio object. I'm hoping that all of that made sense and it will ultimately work. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to go into the previous project code, which was ttAds new, if I remember correctly. And I think it was under create ad, was it? Maybe it was on the template itself. Yeah. These 3 lines right here. So first we can create an audio object in JavaScript like that, and then assign the source like this. I'm just hoping that if I make this a base64 encoded string, it will still work. And we can have access to the wire, the Livewire component using wire. Let me think. Where's the play button? This is the one. Yeah. It was just a secondary button, so we don't really need to bring it from here. Do need the code though. People shitting on divs? That's new to me. All right, I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna grab this code from here. Yoink, and then go back over here and head over to Twitch event card.blade. I'm gonna put it down here. Yeah, divs have been around for way longer. Oh, I need the script tag as well. Knew I was missing something. All right, so that will allow Livewire to take care of the script execution. And what I want to do now is head over to, let me check that preview method on create ad. If this formatted file name, this formatted file. Okay. Just calling the text to speech is basically what I wanted to do. Every now and then I'll throw in an aside or something. That's fancy. I don't even do that. Maybe a section. Now that I'm using Flux more often, I find myself using section and main. But other than that, divs all the way. Text to speech, explain, dispatch, audio. This is kind of what I want. That's just what does it mean? Search, yeah, that one. Search engine optimization. It's just basically telling Google to play nice with your page and just rank it higher. But I don't even care about it, to be honest. Okay. So on click, I just need to do that. Okay. I'm having problems just getting started. I'm wondering. Okay, thank you so much. Take care. How experienced are you with DevOps? Like with the whole server infrastructure and the whole thing about servers and stuff? Not much, to be honest. Like basic stuff. Yeah, no. There is a person at work that does all of that. I don't. No, basic stuff. Like I can no, I'm not even gonna try and bullshit my way out of that. No. I don't even know what that is. Yeah, I can't help you with that. I'm wondering if I can do something like this. What was it? Oh, come on. Here. So I'm thinking maybe I can have just a property on the wire component. .NET, oof, even worse. You have something similar with without Laravel or whatever it is. I used to be video guy though. You have an ORM, right? Yep, it does. It does have an ORM. I think I used to code in .NET when I was like 22, maybe 22, 23. Did it for like a year. Oh, I see. Understand. Yeah. I don't do .NET anymore. I need to test this out though. I'm gonna do something I'm gonna do something weird here. I'm just gonna console log it for now. Yeah, that's cool. No problem. It's the job description. So yeah, I'm gonna have a wire on play audio with the event. Or that could be in the event actually. Don't have to go back to the Livewire object. But for now, for that, I need to replace this audio tag here. Just use an X button. It's called wire click. Play audio maybe. And then let's go to here and make a new public function. Play audio. You like the JavaScript front ends, I hate to say it, but it's just better than a pure SSR one. Yeah, again, things I'm not familiar with entirely. SSR might have used it once many years ago. Don't use it anymore. JavaScript front ends, the only thing I'm mostly familiar with in terms of JavaScript is Vue.js. I struggle with basic JavaScript. Server-side rendering. So that's PHP then. I think I meant SSR, but like a JavaScript one, like Node.js. Yeah, but you have there is an option to have JavaScript on the server too. And I used that like maybe for a year, long time ago. You can have JavaScript on the front end and the back end with Node.js. Yeah, didn't like it though. I mean, it's not like you shouldn't. They have frameworks for it now. It definitely has its place, but yeah, like I said, it wasn't my style. Learned it, used it for like a year. Did the project for it, but yeah, quickly fell off. Well, it's not like we need it, it's just that it's there. Yeah, we have PHP, but there is also, I mean, you have different options for server side. Node is just one of them. Sometimes people use it, and it's fine. I'm gonna do, come on. I'm gonna do this dispatch. Play audio, was it? Well, I wouldn't call it lazy, but it's just another tool. That's basically it. Like it, don't like it, yeah, that's optics. Parameters. That work? Huh. Let me check. Might. I'm gonna check the logs. If this is working. Yeah, kind of works. All right. So I can dispatch an event from Livewire and just listen for it in JavaScript. Just use that whatever I pass in the event payload. In this case, it's just a string. Now I need to put a base64 encoded string into this parameter here. And I think the way I want to do it is... Why is my indentation bad here? What happened? There we go. I can say base 64 audio equals, I'm gonna use my facade, which I can go grab from Twitch event listener. Yeah, this one right here. We're gonna need the event and grab that. Actually, I have it here. That's right there. But instead of passing a file name, I just don't pass anything, and the return of this thing will be a base64 audio. So I just have to go and do that. This is the method that I'm looking for. Google Synthesize, which does all of this. Now I don't have a, I'm not gonna file if I'm not gonna have a file name. And the return is going to change to string. All right, so here, instead of doing this, I think we need to do this. Base 64 encode audio content, which is the response. What is this shit? Don't know, don't care. Delete that. And let's do encode, is it? Yes. Response. Get audio content. Like that. Guess I'm gonna have to drop these OpenAI synthesize completely. Don't know how to do it from here. Open path with token. I don't know how this works. Don't remember. Actually, let's go ask. Again, it's not lazy, it's just a tool. Sometimes I use it to get my mind going. So just because you use something as a tool to improve or, you know, get results doesn't mean that you're lazy. It just means that you can use whatever tools you have available to you. And if it doesn't work, we'll work it out. But at least you get a baseline. It's never something that you take at face value. No, I mean, but you did. You did. We're getting lazy with AI a bit. Didn't ya? I was about the last topic. My bad then. Sorry. Didn't understand. Let's see. So this is the service post. You get a response. And the audio content is just the response body. Okay, got it. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. I just didn't read that. Didn't understand. So okay, which means I can drop the sync. Let me just sorry. Go to. Oh, we're in ads. Let's take a break. So basically I just have to drop this, return a string, drop the sync call here, keep with token, get a response, and do a base64 on the response body. Should work. Do you do the same thing with every request? The idea is that every time I hit this play button, I will go and do the request for the, in this case, I'm just going to use Google. What is CQRD? Not good with acronyms. Still. Still don't know what that is. CQRS. Command query responsibility segregation. I guess, I don't know. It is what I'm doing. You don't like it? Well, it is what I'm doing. May not be the greatest solution, but I'm gonna see how it works. So let's see, drop this thing. Do a post. Ooh. Get a response. And return that. What you're doing, CQRS? I guess I just don't. I guess I'm not thinking in terms of CQRS or segregation or any of that. I'm just thinking about what is the problem that I have, and based on the solution I previously had, which was working, I'm just modifying it slightly to fit my new, or the idea that I want to achieve. So that's basically my whole thinking. Which is instead of saving a file, just give me the encoded string of the response and I'll use that in Livewire. Can do that. Oh man. Oh, maybe I can do this. I see. Yeah, I'm not familiar with the term or the practice. Why can't... Oh, I can't do return. How about that? Can I do that? Will you complain? Come on. Come on. I'm gonna have to stop using it much. I see. You like features? That's cool. Yeah, I'm gonna have to stop using this match because I can't get the return back into here. Go back to a good old case, maybe. All my models, controller services, etc. that are associated with a feature are all grouped together. I see. Damn, my mind is blanking today. Wow. Really? You're not? Wait a second. What is the return type of this? Yeah, it's a string. Yeah, don't worry about it. It's good, it's good. I just don't understand why. If I return this is a return type of string. And if I return that all the way up, you're not giving me... Why are you complaining about this? Huh? Maybe because I don't have all the cases. Yeah, that might be it. Hold on, that might be it. Oh, for fuck's sake. Not all paths return value. What are you talking about? That's a default. There. I don't like it. Alright, I'm gonna go back to what I was doing. Oh, there, that line. Thank you. And there it goes. Thank you so much. Good old switch case. Okay, so this should give me a string, base64 encoded. Now let's go back to switch event card here. So I get a base64 audio, and let's pass that down to this. I guess for testing purposes. Still, that'll work. Still have the message there. Let's see how it works. If it works. So, if I hit play now, it does not work. Oh, missed an import. Where? Right here. All right. Again. Oh. Anything else? No, thank you. Again. Okay, kind of works. Yeah, I know. It's my kryptonite. So that's the encoded string. That's the audio file. So technically, I can get over here instead of logging it. Hold on. So take that, put in the audio, let audio, new audio, that's already there. So I can just say pause, it's not playing. Put the source and play. Stream it, kinda. Like I said, if it works, then I can find some way of like optimize it maybe. Yeah, It would at least allow me to not have a file stored in the disk. Ooh. Oh, it's because it has to be different format. Okay, got it. Has to be like this. Maybe I can do something like this. Hold on. And backtick. Go in chunks. Yeah, but I still don't have. I don't want to have a physical, like a file in storage. Still, the idea is no files. Just take this. Just take the string, put it as an audio source, and play it. Maybe do backticks here. Read what, a file? Yeah, I get that. I just don't want a file. I don't want a file, an MP3 file stored in disk. That's what I don't want. Even if I can read it as a blob, I don't want to store it first. In the first place. Data audio, MPEG, base 64. Remember, is it like this? Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. I will look into that, see if I can store it as a blob on the client. Force it down, that's what you want. I think the thing is, you're thinking this in terms of JavaScript, but I think Livewire works a bit different than that, because I'm doing the request on the backend. All of this, the audio playing here works on the client, but the request it's happening on the backend. So from the backend, I'm just taking all the string, base64 string, and just putting it on the client, and from the client it just use it and plays it. So I'm not really downloading. There is a download, but I'm just downloading a string. So yeah, Livewire is kind of different when it comes to JavaScript and client server stuff. But I want to see if this works. Stop doing that. There you go.
The best way to take care of the future is to take care of the present moment. Thich and Hat Han. Nothing in life is to be feared. It is only to be understood. Now is the time to understand more, so that we may fear less. Marie Curie.
And all of that is happening on this update round trip, which is an Ajax call. I'm going to the server, requesting the audio from Google, getting the string back, and then putting that string into the audio object in JavaScript. It is a 1.91 second request, so it's not great, but this is local. Okay, hi, bye John. Thank you so much for being here. See you in the live. Have a good day at work. So it's a 64.8 kilobit. Okay. Not that bad, to be honest. If the reward for the slight increase in size and response time is me not having to worry about a file stored in disk, I think that's fine. Okay. I'm kind of happy with this. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this same thing, but on the overlay. Let's go and check the code for the overlay real quick. By the way, I'm not doing this. Audio ended. I should mark, well, I am dispatching this. Audio ended. Am I going to use it though? What I'm not going to use is the stop one. Or maybe I do need that, but I'll worry about that. I'll worry about that once I'm done with the overlay, because I may have to change this to a stop button when the audio is playing, so I can, if it's too long or something, I can just stop playing the file or the message. But let's take care of the overlay first. Show overlay. Yep. Okay, so in the overlay. I'm just listening for the Twitch event created. Okay. Event, Twitch event. Okay, so instead of passing the file path, I can just pass the, okay, yeah, same thing. Request. Okay, so let's go up a few lines. No, actually, here. Yeah, let's take this line, yoink. Go back to show overlay. And right after this, we paste that base. We paste that line again to synthesize the event message, which we're putting here using Google. And then when we play audio, instead of passing file path, we're gonna pass base 64 audio. Like so. So that dispatches that event and then fades the car in. Now we need to go into the show overlay template. All right, play audio. Yeah, that plays really nice here. I'm gonna go to switch event car blade, grab this line as is, yoink, and just paste it here. Now here I am using an audio player ended to mark that as played when the audio ends. It is really sucky though that I can't stop playing a file on the overlay. Yeah. Don't know how I'm going to solve that, but we'll worry about that later. For now, this should work. So I'm gonna move over to events here. Gonna go into OBS and make sure that the local overlay is enabled. Interact, touch. Okay. Now I can go back here, open a terminal, and technically I can do PHP artisan switch event to simulate an event. Wait, let me go check something real quick. I feel like I'm missing something. Feels like it. Maybe not. Maybe I'm being paranoid. Maybe I need to import this because of the copy pasta. It always happens. Text speech, synthesize service. Okay. Now I feel it's going to work. Okay. Back to the terminal. Hit it. Check the overlay.
Simplicity is an acquired taste, Catherine Gerald.
Yay! Worked. Work. Oh, and just in time for the ads. Let's take a break. All right, that wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. Now, wait, I'm still saving the file. Am I not? Yes, might be doing that. Yeah, I'm still saving the file. Or maybe not. I'm just not using this. Alright, I'm gonna wait for the ads and then modify this. I guess the only thing I have to do is just remove this line, that's it. And I probably have to modify the migration as well, because now I have a column that will not have any values. And then we have to deal with the tests. Because I'm pretty sure I broke all, if not many, of the tests. And code coverage is going to be a problem too. All right, we're back. So, in the event listener, I'm still using this line with the file name. I'm surprised it's still working, even though I'm passing 3 parameters and it's only using 2. But I guess all I have to do is remove this line from here, but that is going to break this, because right now file path, it's a column that is not nullable in the database. So we're going to have to create a migration to drop that column and then not save a file path in the Twitch event table. So let's do that. Let's say update Twitch events table, drop file path column. I forgot to put all right, one sec. I'm gonna remove that. Do that again, but pass the table parameter with Twitch. Wow, Twitch. Can you type Twitch? Seriously? Twitch events. Create that again. Wait a second. Drop file path. There it is. Okay. Now we have this schema function here. Much handy. We can say table, drop column, file path. And we never look back. Okay. Let's run that. Good. Now we don't have a file path column. And technically, everything should still work. I am going to head over here, get rid of all of the files. Actually, what I'm going to do first is going to run php artisan model prune. And we have a problem. What? Oh, okay. So model prune, it's trying to delete files. And now the file path column, I should have done that before. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to delete the files myself then. Public. Get rid of all of these files. Delete. And let's modify that prune. Where was this? In the console, right? Console, model prune, daily. Where is that thing? Oh, it's in the model. The prunable. Wait. Ah, here, pruning. This is not necessary anymore. Since we don't have a file path or any files. So I'm still going to be deleting models older than a day, but I don't have to worry about files anymore. And now I'm gonna keep an eye on this folder here just to demonstrate. Storage at public. Can get rid of this too. And let's raise one more event with Twitch event. Go on.
Act only according to that maxim whereby you can at the same time will that it should become a universal law. Immanuel Kant.
And as you can see, there is no file whatsoever. And that's what I wanted. Okay, thank you so much. Not me, don't worry. Take care, happy coding. See you next time. And thank you for this up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kind of thinking, how can this be improved in any way or form? Yeah, I don't know. I think I'm happy with that. Yeah. Yeah, overall that was the objective. We managed to do it. Base 64 encoded audio. Check. Do I want to start with this right now? New follower. A new event. Maybe I do. I don't know. Okay, so I think I'm gonna wrap it up early today. I don't really want to start. Maybe I'll leave that for. I'll start working on this on Friday, so we can have a different overlay when someone follows on Twitch. So we can have like a nice overlay alert on that side too. Shouldn't be too difficult. All of the difficult things we have done already. All we have to do, I guess, is to subscribe to another event, which it's not that hard. We just have to go into the documentation and read about it. Reauthorize the account so that we have permissions to access follows. Create a new event, or just modify the current event so that we can raise a different Laravel event depending on the notification, and we can still use the same overlay, just showing less information, just the username and a quick message thanking you for the follow. Okay, that'll be a nice session on Friday. But for now, we are going to stop here. You know what? I want to practice something, because here's what's going to happen in the future, not too distant future. I want to make a combination on this live stream of, but no, I guess I shouldn't do it right now. I want to code first and then play a few games after. There's a piece of hardware that I'm waiting that will allow me to work on my Mac and stream from my Windows PC, and that also will allow me to switch from work into my gaming PC and just play there. But for that, I will have to make sure that I go into Twitch and change both the title of the stream and the category of it. So I'm gonna have to plan for that, and I don't know exactly how. What if I click on this really quick? No, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. Oh. Okay, I'm gonna plan for something on Friday. There are a few games that I can use on my Mac, which are not too expensive, and probably won't crash the stream. So maybe we can do a quick practice gaming session on Friday after we're done with the new follower stuff. So yeah, but I guess for now we're done. Quick session, less than 2 hours. We're short 5 minutes from 2 hours, so I guess we are happy with the results from today. Thank you so much for everyone who joined me, and let's see if we can rate someone, shall we? Who is on today? Let's see. There is this Midnight Simon. We rated him a couple of times already. See if we can find someone else. Winky is playing. Who is he playing? Solving all the mysteries. I don't know that game. Bunnycam, and we have Moo Hoodles. Yes, we're going to Moo Hoodles. Oh wait, Winky is playing. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna raid Winky today. He's playing Monster Hunter Wilds. It's not my kind of game, but it's really fun to watch. And he's an awesome guy. Really fun streamer. Let's see if it's on right now. He's available. Well, he's killing a big ass monster. Ugh, That thing looks nasty. Yeah. Let's go over to that. Anyway, thank you so much. If you found any of this helpful, don't forget to click the like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't, follow me on Twitch if you're not doing so already, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Have a great week, and bye-bye.